Check out these 3 sentences. Look, I don't like to be early or late. I like to be right on time. I like to be in the right time. I like to be punctual. Which sentence sounds more formal? Which sentence sounds more natural? And which sentence is incorrect?
So our listener, 𝗥𝗲𝗟𝗃𝗏, I have no idea how to pronounce that, that's their username, has recently sent us a burning question asking about advanced collocations.
All right, the question goes, thank you for the great lessons. I always enjoyed them. I'd like you to create more lessons about collocations. I want to learn both advanced and daily collocations so that I can use them in conversation.
Amazing. So, Thiago, I'm itching to know, what are the answers from that quiz you gave us there at the start?
So the first question was, which sentence sounds more formal? That would be letter C. I like to be punctual. It's perfectly fine if you want to be formal or if you are giving a lecture, but for everyday conversation, you might come across as too formal if you say this, oh, I like to be punctual. And then we have the second question, which sentence sounds more natural? That would be letter A. I like to be right on time. And then which sentence is incorrect? I like to be in the right time. Now, letter A is an example of a collocation. It's a common collocation, to be right on time.
This reminds me of another collocation, Thiago, just in time. So when would we use just in time versus right on time?
Just in time, it's before the assigned time. Let's say you got there 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before, just in time. And right on time, I mean right on time. If it is 1 p.m., it's 1 p.m. that you're there.
Yeah. And I would also say that the example that you gave there, I like to arrive right on time, is I like to arrive punctually. But I might use just in time when, say, you and I met to go see a movie at the theater, at the movie theater. And you arrive at 1:10 and the movie was supposed to start at 1. And I was holding seats for us and you say, oh, I'm so sorry. Am I late? And I'd say, no, you're just in time. They just finished with the coming attractions. The movie's just about to start.
Just in time to not miss the movie, right? From the beginning.
Exactly. You might use this when it's those kind of situations where you're going to meet somewhere, you're not sure if you were late, and it's kind of give confirmation that no, you're just in time.
One thing I find interesting, Ethan, about collocations is that I think collocations are not so much about speaking correctly, but about sounding more natural. Because collocations are groups of words that are frequently used by native speakers every day. So for example, look at letter B here. I like to be in the right time. This is a wrong sentence. It's incorrect. But as a native speaker, I'm sure you would understand it if I said that. Oh, I like to be in the right time. So native speakers, they understand you even if you don't use a correct collocation. But by knowing collocations, you will sound more natural and just like a native speaker actually, because you're going to be using the words similar way that a native speaker uses.
The word you use, natural, is key there, I think, because it's the difference between being understood and sounding natural. So learning collocations is really great so that you can express things in a very natural and pleasant sounding way. There's nothing wrong with saying, I like to be in the right time. Was that it? People will understand you, but you should be striving to use more of these collocations that sound more natural.
Just a quick reminder that if you are listening to this episode on YouTube or on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, know that this is just a short bite or a short clip from the full episode. The full episode is available exclusively on the RealLife English app, so if you want to have the full experience of this lesson, make sure you download the RealLife English app and listen over there.
So, Thiago, how can learners learn more of these collocations like this?
I think our Live Your English belief here at Real Life comes in handy here. You got to be living your English every day because the more content you consume, videos, movies, series, podcasts, the more you will be in touch or in contact with certain groups of words or chunks that are used frequently by native speakers. So I would say listen to a lot of English, a lot of native English, and nowadays it's really easy to find media like that so that you can actually be in touch with these frequent words that are always used by natives.
That's a great point. Are there any resources that you find handy for when it comes to learning collocations?
I actually found this really nice dictionary from Oxford. It's a free online dictionary for collocations. The way it works is you go to the website, there's a search bar there. Let's say you type in the word work. The website is going to give you a bunch of other words that can be used in combination with work, like arduous work, hard work, You have verbs that go with work, other verbs. You have adjectives, adverbs, expressions. So it's a great resource. So you can go there, type in a word that you know, and see all the other words that could be used with that main word you search for.
You prepared some examples, right, of some advanced collocations?
Yeah, just to give you guys some examples here. For example, look at this one. Go out of business. When a company goes out of business or a shop goes out of business. I mean, you could say, oh, the company closed or the store has closed. That's okay. But you see, a more natural way or colloquial would be, what happened to the store? Oh, it went out of business because of the recession.
And it's more specific because if you say closed, did it close for the day? Did it close before holidays, or did it close permanently, which is what out of business means? And the great thing there too for comprehension is that maybe you understand out, you understand of, you understand business, but those together you might not understand. And that's a really great signal to say, okay, let me look this up in the collocation dictionary because there's something here I'm not understanding.
Yeah. I like what you said about the precision of the communication, because the store closed could be many things, but to go out of business means something very specific. I like that. Here's another one, come to an agreement. So I can say that Ethan and I agree on something or agree with something, but I can also say that Ethan and I have come to an agreement on how to record these podcasts for you guys. Make noise instead of do noise. You don't do noise, you make noise, you make an effort. You don't do
That's
effort.
when you go to a concert and the singer or the band says, make some noise.
Yeah. You see, so if you are living your English by going to a concert, yeah, you might hear, make some noise. Oh yeah, make some noise, not do some noise. Guys, this one is really cool. Look, do business. To do business with someone is to have some sort of monetary or financial transaction with that person, like a customer, a client. So I could say, thank you for being a valuable customer, but I can also say, I love doing business with you. Let's do this again.
It reminds me too of none of your business, none of your business, or mind your own business, which we use business in a different way. So if I use that, I'm saying that you don't need to worry about this. This is my thing. This is my business. In other words, don't you worry about it.
I love the connected speech there. None of your, right? None of your business.
None of your business.
None of your business. Really quickly, right? Check this one out. Do the cooking. I could ask, who cooks in your family? That's okay. But a more natural or colloquial way could be, who does the cooking in your family?
I believe this can help you a lot with grammar too, because different languages have different word orders. For example, we say kill two birds with one stone in English, but I believe you'd say in Portuguese, like in 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝗟𝗟, like using the only at the end of the sentence. So if you said that in English, kill two birds with one stone only, it sounds a bit off, right?
Yeah. And in Portuguese, we kill a rabbit, not birds.
You kill a rabbit instead of a bird.
Kill a rabbit with, not even a shot. I think it's with a stick, you know? We say cajadada.
Cajadada.
Yeah. Dois coelhos com uma cajadada só. But this saw could be tricky, yeah? Only? Yeah, that's a good point. So guys, these are just some examples of how collocations can help you sound more natural when speaking English. And I think the more English content, media you consume, the easier it will be for you to memorize those and incorporate them in your own speech, and use that resource, freecollocation.com, the website, if you want to be more deliberate, if you want to activate your English more and actually go there and make a list of possible words that collocate with a word that you search there.
All right, well, thanks so much for your question. And you, dear viewer or listener, if you have got a burning question for us, we would love to answer it here on the podcast. So you can leave that for us down in the comments below if you're on YouTube, or if you are listening to this elsewhere, you can leave that by sending us an email at hello@reallifeglobal.com. So we're looking forward to hearing your burning question and answering it next.
Hey, thanks for learning with us. Did you enjoy this clip? Awesome. Know that the full lesson is available exclusively on the Real Life English app. So if you want to have the full experience, make sure you download and listen to the lesson over there. Download the Real Life English app, and I'll see you there.